Today, as your leader, I command you to stand fast and defend this settlement. The gods favor strong men. You shall need to be strong today. Offer them thanks and sacrifice the enemy in their name.
Hello guys, this is Emperor of the Great Unknown with an Attila Total War online siege battle. Now, this I played yesterday, I think. So it's been like a couple days after release. This is like my third online battle, I must say. And wow, look at this, already getting the action. Oh, misses. So I am in command of the Huns, defending this sort of fortified settlement out in the middle of the desert for some reason. My ally is Jamie Dodger, 25. It doesn't say right here, which is kind of disappointing. It doesn't say who the player is, it just says he's my ally. But he's in command of a Western Roman Empire. And then we have, I think it was Spartan Quap, who was in command of the Eastern Roman Empire. And then we have Kitbuqa in command of the Franks. And then I think we have Captain Invisible in command of the Saxons, I'd like to say. Yeah. I'm not really familiar with the game so far, so I don't know if this is the Saxons or not, but I think it is, since they're all Nordic. Anyway, this is a 2 versus 3 siege battle. So the way siege battles work in Attila Total War is you can't really set the money beforehand. I think it's an automatic ratio of like 2 versus 3, and it's done on a player-wide basis. So they get, so these 3 armies each get more money than one of our armies, if that makes sense. I probably didn't say that right, but basically, we have 2 armies that only get half as much as what, like one of our armies would get. I don't know how it really works, but if it was like a 1v1 scenario, the defender has like a huge advantage. So currently siege battles aren't quite so balanced. And wow, he already destroyed the catapult here. You see, when we played this battle, it took like 2 hours, because when you play an online battle in Attila Total War, things slow down to like mind-numbing speeds. Kitbuqa was getting angry about it, actually. Yeah. But it's a nice game. It looks pretty well, at least unit-wise. This guy's got like a giant spear. Oh wow, this is what they use him for. It's actually pretty cool, these animations. So we got Spartan Quap moving up his ram. Now he's moving up these Heteraria Guard, which are kind of like Varangian Guard in disguise. But these guys are like his best unit, pretty much. And these towers are going to absolutely rip this unit apart if any of their fire arrows hit. See, like, tower arrows are like a one-hit kill in this game. Which is like the only missile unit that's a one-hit kill, because missile units in general are pretty useless. Like, you get infantry standing right in front of a missile unit and it will take no casualties. And the missile unit will expend all its ammo. I'd say crossbows, I think, are the only exception to that rule. But anyway, I think Kitbuqa... No, this is Captain Invisible, I think. I don't know. It's one of them. The enemy is moving up onagers to burn down our city over here. Now, the way sieges work in Attila is that you kind of have your whole city as a whole, and that gives you like a percentage of settlement damage. So you gotta kind of defend the outriders and make sure your city isn't burned down. You also have these capture points that do something. I'm not sure. I think they give you bonuses if you keep them, or if the enemy takes them, it gives them bonuses. So it's kind of good to spread out your defense and defend the outer walls. We deployed most of our deployables over here, because initially they were deployed over here, and the enemy was. So we kind of like wasted our deployables. I think they actually saw us deploy these guys and then they all moved over there, which is kind of disappointing. Kind of like deploying states in Medieval 2. You can see where enemies deploy based on where the stakes are. Anyway, so this is like the main capture point, but you know, as opposed to like Medieval 2 where you'd get like a mortar or two in here and then get some infantry and like 10 crossbows and you'd like shoot them down as they come straight up to the plaza, you gotta kind of fend out here. Although we saw like all these towers going after the walls and all the catapults. I think each one of them brought like 2 catapults. So me and Jamie decided we weren't gonna defend the wall. And jeez, look at this. Absolute destruction. I was afraid that these guys were going to get burned alive, but they're too far away from it.
The gates. Brace.
And, see, I don't get why this ram was destroyed. Let's destroy the gates. But anyway, these guys, see, they were brought down to 25 out of 80. Me and Jamie are just sending our infantry to try to block them down. Oh, these guys are going to get quite a few kills. So we already got 9, and it's been like 2 seconds in combat. Try to get some close-ups. We'll try to get some... Oh, no, that was my general. Whoops. Sorry. I'm not too familiar with like the War Escape controls, because I haven't played a Total War on this engine since Shogun 2. Oh, it's over with. These guys are cheering outside the gate. Do you see, I lost like... Oh. I don't know what happened. The audio kind of went out there for a second. I lost like 10 or so men from that unit. Isn't too bad. I'm going to put these guys on the walls actually. Just to hold these 2 towers since these guys are really getting the kills. See, this tower is already burning down, which is nice. Filled with these elite units. Oh. And we're firing down these units over here. We're actually getting quite a few kills. I think, yeah, those are the crossbowmen. Crossbowmen get kills, archers don't get kills. Just the way it works. Anyway, he's bringing down, he's getting aggressive with these Royal Enfistrunes. So I'm going to run away from that with my Ur warriors. Just going to run away with my bowmen. See, these guys are running forward. There's some action already happening on this wall. Got some guys stabbing. I must say, the Warscape, or the, I guess, CA has really improved their battle engine. It's kind of more like Medieval 2, how there's like some just kind of generic stabbing and slashing animations, and then there's like a kill move here and there. I think it looks much better, although they probably could have, you know, done better with the death animations and stuff, because people just kind of ragdoll as they get stabbed. Although, and Cav is also completely like screwed up in melee. They kind of warp all over the place. Anyway, so I pull back here to this like main capture point. Captain Invisible is kind of running out over here. I think he's taking one of the onagers over here. We deployed our onagers on this side, and they're completely useless. Because we only had like one place we could put it over here. Anyway, I'm firing on the flanks of these units because they're facing away, and they're only going to get like 3 or 4 kills or whatever. I mean, infantry is just like an archer sponge. I'm using heavy shot too, and whatever works. Let's see, there's some fighting on over here. This battle is happening like 10 times faster than it happened in online. Because this battle took like 2 hours. It was ridiculous. So, so my allies, Jamie's got his men in Testudo, just because it gives him bonuses against infantry for some reason. But that's the way Attila works. We also got fighting over here. We got the Tagmata cavalry getting some action. In fact, they're actually doing pretty poor against these Legio. I think just because he's focusing his skirmishers onto the cav. We also got some Sacco from Cisco. Anyway, they've flanked around this poor unit of Herculani Seniores, but I think he's getting some crossbow fire on the flanks of these guys, which is getting a lot of kills. Anyway, we've engaged over here. Ooh. Got hit by... Jamie brought some onagers, so he's kind of raining down fire from afar. But we're going to defend this point here, just because we didn't want to lose this capture point. I'm using my Ore Warriors to kill off these Hearth Guard. We're doing pretty well. Although we're getting flanked here, but I'm shooting down the flankers. This guy's got an arrow in his back. So we have two main fronts over here. We got one on the left and one on the right. These guys. So basically, he trapped my allies' lead Geo here, which is unfortunate. Oh my god! Oh, they didn't hit anything. Excuse me. So we put up these stones, sharp stones here, so it slowed them down. Didn't really know what to do with our deployables, so my ally just kind of put them all over the place. And they didn't seem to be doing anything actually. Just kind of ran straight through them. Deployables and barricades are kind of useless in Attila, because barricades like fall apart after 10 seconds. Anyway, they wasted their Pila or their javelins on my archers, which is okay. Didn't hit my allies' units. But I'm going to move in with my chosen Ore Warriors to try to keep this strong point. I think my units are better, although they get hit by their javelins. So, also my ally is going to send some support and reserves. Because fatigue is a huge thing in Attila. So, if the more reserves you keep and the more you cycle through units, the better. Like for instance, I got units over here that were from the previous fight, and they're tired, but they're resting up because they were exhausted in combat. And jeez, what's happening over here? Okay, here's the power of like, or here's the weakness of archers. We got this very cheap unit, Protectorus Domesci or whatever, in Testudo formation, and we got like 8 archer units firing at it, and they're getting absolutely no kills. I was gonna try to run my general at the archer units, and then I realized these sharp stones will get in the way, and would weaken the charge. So I pull them out. Last minute. I don't think I took any casualties. Yeah, but see, these arrows are doing nothing to the... Most of them aren't even hitting
Men
you.
flee the field of battle. This is a shameful display.
So over on the right, I got these ore warriors holding back these captain's units, and he's sending archers to fire upon them, and I got a tower over here that's attacking somebody. He's gonna send in these axe warriors though, and these guys are gonna absolutely like rip apart our infantry. I don't know why, but axemen get like a huge bonus versus infantry, which makes sense, except it doesn't show it anywhere, except right here, like right on the in this panel over here. But it doesn't give you like a stat for it. Anyway, we're gonna rip apart these Herculani Senores, which are the best unit the best infantry unit the Western Romans could bring, and this axe unit's like twice as cheap. Anyway, so they've finally engaged in combat over here, and my ally is using his skirmishers to good effect. Although he is clumping up his units over here, he's got like 4 units, in fact his general 5 units. Although he is going to rout these protectors, and jeez. It's devastating, these guys are just walking on fire. So yeah, it's kind of chaos over here. I sent in my chosen ore warriors, which are going to get a ton of kills. Like, these guys are going to hold up an entire army alone. I don't know why these guys are so good either, the Hunnic infantry. They're better than Roman infantry. And Roman cavalry is better than Hunnic cav, so... I don't know, the game kind of got things backwards at the start.
Men are broken and are fleeing.
See, they're breaking through over here. Jeez, throwing their axes. Yeah, my chosen ore warriors get trashed. So my ally's sending his general to give morale buffs, and I think I'm sending my general over here. Yeah, I just did a rally over here, but it's not really going to help. This is going to be a mass rout.
Unit has been destroyed.
Anyway, my chosen ore warrior is getting 140 kills already and only lost about 20 men. And they're thrashing like the best units in the game, like these Frankish elite warriors at like silver chevron experience. I'm not sure what these guys are doing though. They're kind of they're kind of running past. They're trying to get to these Ballistari, I think. Oh, get a good charge here. Oh, my general. Oh. I'm trying to figure out which one is to zoom into a unit. Oh, no. This isn't it. I think this just shows my general.
The enemy has obliterated an entire unit.
So these guys have made a breakthrough over here, so we just got like a ton of barbarians and Eastern Romans running through. So we know we got to pull back here. We're gonna have to leave. I'm gonna have to leave my chosen ore warrior behind. But they're already getting over 200 kills, and these guys are gonna fight to the last. Like, they're just gonna tank like the entire army over here. So we're gonna set up for our final defense over here. We only got like 3 we got like 3 infantry units left. And he's got his general, and that's it. And then we got these like massive barbarians. So, I mean, if you've looked at the odds, they've constantly been in their favor heavily. Right now it looks pretty abysmal for us, but we're kind of firing down on their units. My ore warriors are still fighting. We're actually routing a couple of their units over here. He's pulling his archers. But 350 kills already. Can't zoom in for some reason. I think I can with this? I don't know. Anyway. We got some action over here. I got my chosen ore warriors to hold off their entire army. So, I mean, if they do as well as these guys over here, it's gonna be good. See, if they're gonna try to run through I can't even get them. My ore warriors. Getting like 360 kills. I think it was Captain's General. No, actually, I think it was Kitbuqa's General that died. Or no, I think it was Spartan Quap. I'm not sure. Yeah, Spartan Quap's General that died in the front lines here. So we routed their initial wave. But they're going to shoot us to death, so I'm going to take my chosen R warriors out of here, which are kind of just cheering. He's got his Testuda, which again is going to soak up all of our missile fire. Archers are kind of useless in multiplayer, to be honest. But we're targeting down. My ore warriors over here is still going.
An entire unit has
Oh, they finally died to the last. But we're shooting down this Nordic raid leader, which is Captain Invisible's general. I think it's right here. Just because they have no shields, and accuracy isn't really affected no matter what the arc is, so you could fire like over buildings and just be as accurate as directly firing down. Unlike Medieval 2, which I kind of don't like, but hey, it works in our favor here. And I don't think Captain noticed this, so we're just gonna really shoot down his general. Anyway, they're gonna pull in the second wave here, and we got the Herculani defending the gap here. And just another horde of infantry coming. So we got some Onager crew, got one fresh unit of ore warriors, and my allies general, and my general here, but that's it. And my general's already weakened. And I suppose we got the really weakened chosen ore warriors. But he's going to try to send a flanking force around. You see, with the line of sight system, the enemy can't see what's up here. At least not very well. I guess I could see these guys. But they don't see my general. See, it says it's hidden. So we kind of use that to our advantage here. Anyway, the Denmark general we've gotten down to like 20, 19. So this is like right when they realized my general's coming over here. I tried to charge I told them to attack, but they didn't get a charge off. They just kind of ran into them, which isn't gonna help. And I think we finally killed Captain Invisible's general. Not sure where he went. Yeah, but I'm gonna try to run away to get another charge. They're gonna shoot at me. I think they're shooting whistling shot actually. So I'm gonna get a charge here on these elite units. Not sure which one's my general. But I'm gonna get out of here. This is like the cheapest general I could get, by the way. Ooh, that guy got nailed off. So we route these Onager crew. Over here we got my allies. I sent in the chosen ore warriors and they're fighting for the last. And they sent in an Onager crew. So we're gonna actually beat back these guys over here. So me and Jamie actually thought like this looks pretty good for us, because if we get a chain route here and route all these archers,
One of our units has used
it'd
all
be
its
good.
ammunition.
But the way morale in Attila works, you can't really chain route units,
A whole
or
unit has
units
been
don't really get as
destroyed.
much fear from allies routing. It's more if their whole army is destroyed, they'll chain route. It's kind of weird how it works. There's also a lot of weird things in Attila with morale, like you don't get any morale penalties for being flanked or for having secure flanks or being on top of the hill. It's kind of down to you don't even get morale penalties for how well you're doing in combat. It's kind of down to how many men you've lost and all of the buffs and debuffs given by all of these special abilities, which I think is kind of disappointing. I mean, I've looked in the files and I've seen the actual core mechanics, and I was a bit disappointed in that. But nonetheless, we're pushing over here on these archer units, which are gonna, like, these are the worst archer units in the game, or one of the worst, and they're gonna like hold us back for a while. He's sending in his ballistari. He's got his general defending the gap here. They're getting shot at by fire arrows. I can't zoom in on these guys for some reason. Let me see. Oh. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway. I think I found the zoom. Let's see. They're actually shooting their own units here. But we're down to like one archer unit down here that we need to take out. I got my general in there. Not sure which one he is again. Oh, there he is, I think. And yeah, he gets shot down there. It's kind of stupid because these guys shot him in melee. So my army's gonna mass rout at this point, which was really unfortunate. Because had that not happened, we may have been able to turn it around.
Our allies' general is struck down.
And then my ally loses his general. These guys will completely rout. So I'm sending in my exhausted Ur warriors. They're fighting down here, I think. Units get exhausted in like 10 seconds in combat. It's ridiculous. Although they regain fatigue much quicker. And these archer units came back to fight. And he's got some pikemen here that's gonna kill off the last of my cav. So he's rushing through up here. I got my Ur warriors coming into the last. And I think they're gonna do pretty well. Although these aren't the chosen Ur warriors, so won't do as well, I suppose. And see, he's just gonna swarm on over here. So we're gonna run away from these pikemen. I'm gonna try to go through this capture point over here, of my archers are gonna rout immediately. For no particular reason other than the fact that the rest of the army is dead. Which I guess is a good reason. But it's not like any unit was harassing them or anything. I also got like this catapult crew over here that's facing the wrong way and couldn't help. I was trying to see if they would fire down over here, but they can't turn around, and see they shatter. And my men shatter. So my allies' men are going to shatter, and that's going to be the game for us. Anyway, it was a good game. I enjoyed it very much. Let's go to the statistics, I think. Get to the statistics here. Yeah, so you see one unit got 368 kills. That was the one that held off the whole army. 195, 93, 116. And these were against like the best units of the enemy's factions that were like upgraded, because each of their armies got more money than our armies. See, these guys didn't do well. These guys did alright, but could have done better. Yeah, and Captain Invisible's axes got the most kills, which are like twice as cheap as these guys. And of course, archers getting like no kills whatsoever. 2 and 4 and 32. Like these guys are some of the best archers in the game, and they get like nilch. My ally, see, these crossbowmen got tons of kills. His infantry actually didn't do so. One of his best units, his Herculanes, only got 8 kills. Because at the beginning they got swamped, and these guys I don't think got their money's worth either. But it was a very close game. At least when we were playing it, when it was like 2 hours worth of battle going on, which must have gave you an idea of how slow the game was running. We thought we could turn it around at some points, and unfortunately it didn't work out that way. Anyway, but it was a good game to my allies and my opponents. I think Spartan Quap has a channel, Captain Visible I know has a channel, and Jamie Dodger has a channel. So I'll link them in the description. Anyway, thanks for watching and have a nice day.